loud. Oh, no. Okay, good. So the Year of the Dragon is about being able to move between dimensions. And this is an interesting thing that I'm playing with, that I'm sharing it so that if you'd like to, you can play with it too, is the idea of timelines were like chapters in a book where whatever you're working on, working through, working with is something that you're both experiencing as it comes, as well as a shared experience for others along the path, and also leaving a living legacy or a thread for others to follow the context of. And so as we think about this, as we think about this idea of timelines and chapters in a book, what if we were suddenly, not like magically, but able to navigate timelines multidimensionally? And so that sounds really complicated, but all it is having a higher state of thought, of consciousness, or knowing. Sometimes it comes through intuition or through visions or through dream work. I also, so you can navigate a path with a timeline that involves someone else from a different perspective than they carry, and not have to convince, teach, navigate for them. You just hold the timeline that is most resonant to you and carry it through. And so what that does is it doesn't teach them, but it captures the timeline and allows it to continue on a higher plane. And so that's complicated context, but what it's validating for us is that we stay true, we stay sovereign. And sovereignty doesn't mean like independent from each other. It means staying true to ourselves and really navigating things with our truth, through our truth, and holding space in a loving way for others. And so we're not dipping down into different timelines to meet people that can't meet us where we are. And this is not a judgment thing. We're all working on multiple timelines at a time. I think we're at least bridging 3 timelines right now, or 3 dimensions right now. But these timelines are now working vertically, and that just allows us to be able to navigate them from where we are in our highest vibrational state, and allowing that timeline to be completed with the integrity that we bring to it. So that's not at all the message for today. I'm just sharing that context. The message for today came through in channel, and at the end of the channel, they brought me this remembrance of a story that I read recently on the internet about a man who was, I can't even remember where he was. Yeah, I'm not sure where he was, but he spent 42 years planting trees in an area that was deforested, that had, no trees at all. It had been washed out. And he spent his life planting different species of trees. And as he did over the 42 years, the entire ecosystem came back, and new waterways were built that fed places that needed the water, and brought back all kinds of wildlife, all species, back to this place. So his small seeds planted over time brought everything back to life. And I think that's a very good encapsulation of today's meditation, is that, we think we're so small in the nature of what we do, and we think that maybe our work is touching lives, but that it might be insignificant in the big picture. But it's not, because once seeds are planted, they plant other seeds and they begin to flourish. And I'll just share this little passage from what he said. He said, "It's not as if I did it alone. You plant 1 or 2 trees and they have to seed. And once they seed, the wind knows how to plant them. The birds know how to sow them. Cows know, elephants know, even the Brahmaputra River knows, the entire ecosystem knows." So that's really the context of today's message and meditation. And I hope that you find your own resonance with it. We're going to start with a little bit of breath work and some connecting. If you've been in my classes or in my meditations before, we do a vertical integration and open the field out to the earth and to the Akashic records, really to the field of abundance. So we'll do that first, and then we'll hear the message for today. So thank you so much for joining. Find a comfortable space, whether it's lying down or sitting up, whatever feels right to you. And taking a few moments to just come inside, closing the eyes and coming inside. Finding an easy breath. Just finding your own easy breath. And drawing breath in and breath out. Breathe in and release. And one more cosmic breath. Drawing in deep from the cosmos and releasing to the earth. Knowing that you're a conduit for love and a vessel for life. Bringing this context into your awareness and finding sacred space within the body, within the breath, and within the ether. A resonant vibrational space of love and of the beautiful light of the divine within and without. As above and so below, as below and so above and so it is. And bringing awareness to the heart space, allowing the heart to feel soft and gently open to its comfort, to its sacred space, allowing the light to permeate within you, permeating light. And allowing the top of the head, the crown, to open wider and wider, wider and wider. As we ask that a column of source light, source energy flow into the body, into the vessel, and filling every space and every cell with the highest vibration of love, of light, the highest energy, and creating sacred space. Every cell and every space vibrating with, resonating with love and light, creating sacred space. And asking now that a column of divine white light go into the crown, into the third eye, into the throat at the base of the neck, the high heart, the heart, the solar plexus, the sacral, the root, and creating a core light as this energy connects through the light, creating the highest resonant field. As this light extends above to the soul star and below to the earth star, and again to source and the crystalline core of the earth, the seed of life. This core light harmonizing, resonating, clearing, aligning, attuning, vibrating with the highest good, the greatest good for each individual soul here, as well as for the collective nature, creating peace, sovereignty, and love within each soul. The highest resonant field that can be aligned at this time, creating sacred space. As we bring awareness back to the heart and ask that it gently open like a flower, choosing the flower of your design and gently opening the bud to its fullest blossom, allowing the light to permeate the subtle fields, the subtle bodies, clearing, aligning, attuning, balancing, harmonizing for the highest good and the greater good of each soul here at this time. Creating sacred space, resonant space, and a field of abundance. As the back body, the back of the heart gently opens and the wings are exposed. Wings may look different from the others, but allowing your wings to unfold in this safe and sacred space. Aligning now to your greatest good, the highest viewpoint that you can hold at this time, the highest resonance. As we allow the field to expand out into the earth, to all of life, to life itself, and out into the field of light, the Akashic field, where all is potential, all is possible. A resonant field for what we create as we inhabit this earth, where all is potential. As within, and so without, as without, and so within, and so it is. And breathing in and breathing out. And softly breathing in and breathing out. And one more breath in and out. We are here. We are the divine I am, the masters of unity and the consciousness of love, coming through for the highest good and the greatest potential for all here today in community, as well as for each unique soul inhabiting the earth. Each unique soul provided with all that they need. Each unique soul gives the context of all that they need as they need it, and guiding resonance along the way, guiding light to illuminate, and also the freedom to choose the way that speaks to the heart, the readiness, the willingness, and the love that they carry. We will start by clearing the past. Remember that the past is present with you always. It is life. Life is the measure of all that you have become from the past. What we would call experience, you may call the past. Remember, to us, all is present within you. And resting somewhere between the membranes to draw from. This measure is so that you can draw experience, draw love, and draw remembrances that help you and guide you on the way. These fractals have intelligence that is shared collectively, and allowing your experience so that it will never be the same as any other human living. Any other human living in this life plane. Because you are creator gods, creating uniquely, collectively, divinely, for the purpose of expression. You, the experiencer of life, can have the experience. You can value it, you can learn from it, and you can draw from it in ways of honoring the past. And others may draw the same. It is as though a seed reproduced from the flourishing flower brings life into another, generating energy for their benefit. Conditions are modified and unique, but the energy, the context, the wisdom is exchanged, shared with love for others to follow. Today, on this dragon reunion, we share seeds of the past, an ancient prophecy, an energy coming in the form of seeds today. Imagine a great cosmic dandelion blowing seeds to humanity in one great wish. Our wish to you is that you, the receiver of the seeds, are the beneficiaries of great wisdom. Wisdom that shares potential. Wisdom that shows potential. An energy that comes, that carries the very nature of the prophecy bestowed upon you. May you be honored with all that serves you. May your wish today and all the days ahead be of service to you. All the days of your life, all the days of your own seeds, be blessed with this prophecy. May all live freely. May all love freely. And may all prosper in life. A shared dream of the ancient, the relics, the mothers, the great ones, and the prophets. Remember, you too are a prophet. You too are a mother tending souls. Be patient, be kind, be tender. You too are a relic, meaning you carry vast and broad experience through which you have gained and learned. Together, these attributes carry you through all the days ahead. Notice we did not express the life, and we share context now about what lies ahead. And breathing in and breathing out. And as we breathe, taking in new seeds and releasing the thoughts, the feelings, the tendencies, bringing peace within each breath. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and out. Today, remember, we're sharing prophecy. A prophecy is a projection into the field, into the planes of consciousness, and into eternity. And like your legacies, they carry intelligence. But this intelligence comes from the stars. It is unique and coming through in ways that you can see, understand, and observe. This does not mean the agency you have can observe it in its entirety. No one can observe this in its entirety except Source God. But the qualities of the prophecy of the earth are known and shared. Within these qualities, the challenge is to ride through the waves of change with faith that what comes as the flow of that change is making its way. Sometimes rivers that feed drought come from floods that destroy other areas, but the greater good prevails. This is life observing itself and continuing its way. Seasons change. A beautiful vision that you can observe, but deeply resonant with all forms of life as progress, as they continue, as they receive what is needed as change comes. Change is always seated within the context of nature. The prophecies come as a season of earth, a new cycle. And these cycles of earth go beyond your time space. They are both the destruction of what does not serve the earth and all of life forms, so that life may be reborn again. And not all of this will happen in your lifetimes. Much like the seasons, you are here to prosper, to enjoy, to live, to learn, to love. And through that, leave a legacy, a seed, a fractal, and love loudly and graciously so that love can be the very spark that these seeds need to prosper and grow. Spreading seeds. And sometimes the seed is unknown to you. This is important. You do not need to know the impact of your work, of your seeding, of your loving, of your life. You will see it long after you have served. You will see it in your ancestors and in the living legacy you left as you ascend to new form. Today, we honor you with this message, with this context, with the grace to allow. Grace is an allowance, a way to see what is, so that you follow the wave that brings you to the most abundant expression. Through your remembrance that life is a flow of energy working through you, and that you are the beneficiary and the observer of this great, great opportunity called life at this most prophetic time in human history. And through this, you will remain peaceful and sovereign. Your duty simply to love and to allow grace to hold you where you need to be, where your gifts seed the souls of others. And as the star seeds become, remember they're here to help. They're here to teach and here to be great leaders and healers and wisdom keepers. They will be needed to show the way, to lead the way, so that they too can prosper, nurturing humanity through great change as great change lies ahead. Dragons symbolize hope because the past still lives within all planes of experience. You too will always remain on earth through what you teach, what you observe, and what prospers in you. This is woven into eternity. As if you are thirsty for life, live like you are thirsty for life, as though life can't give you enough. Love as though there is no one that isn't a long lost family member. And grow as though a seed watered with love is breaking open to reveal a new life. Live as though you are thirsty for life, as though life can't give you enough. Love as though there is no one that isn't a long lost family member, and grow as though a seed watered with love is breaking open to reveal a new life. You are ready, and the star seeds have granted you the greatest wish to humanity, to prosper. And so it is, and it is so. Amen. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And one more breath in and release. Today we're gathered as the councils of light join. We bring you equanimity. We bring you love. And we give you the faith that humanity and all of life has the great potential to prosper. And within this prophecy, let there be no fear, because fear exhausts you. Fear distracts you, and fear lessens your vibration. Know that love is always the way. And that does not mean that you always love your conditions, that you always love your neighbor, that you always love what is as you observe it, but that you hold love as a living trust for grace. And this is what we call faith. Know that the greater good, the greater way, and the way of God, Source itself, is inventing the ways for humans to prosper, for the earth to return, and for the living legacy of a beautiful planet, a beautiful place that holds all of the seeds of life, will always remain the greatest grace of the universe at this time. And you are here as a soul incarnate, here to bring great love and an act of grace, to trust that life is showing the way, is leading the way, is harboring you so that you learn and grow in a way that seeds you, so that you too can seed others on the path. And as you do, know that your seeds prosper. They are gilded with love. They are invited here from the stars, the greatest seeds that remember a living legacy is started from a seed. And every seed you plant, in a glance, in a smile, in a wave of energy, in a legacy taught and lived through the life, not through the words, not through the visions, not even through the antiquity of ways, but knowing that life as creator, you're holding the way as it is incarnate to you, as it is coming to you from the source of all abundance. There is no way that is led for you except for the way that you create yourself. And to know that this is love in honoring the path of another, sovereign to you, but collective in nature, collective in love. And know that you are all moving through this path of life together, and that there is no other way. This does not mean you must extend yourself to another, but that you hold space for what they are going through, for what they are growing through, because they too are seeding themselves on the path, and there is no other way. Remember, the great floods of design clear the way for a new path to move forward. And there is no other way than the cycle of change, the season of change, and the way of new earth. And you are a member here, remembering the soul is here as a star, as a seed, and that you are sprinkling rays through your ways, how you model yourself, how you hold yourself with love, and how you see grace, how you receive grace. And this does not mean that you don't tumble a bit, that you don't stumble and fall, or that you don't go through great phases of darkness to be reborn again. It means that grace is always there to help you resolve it. And so it is that we love you, we cherish you, and we show you the way every chance we get. So as you breathe, know that we are too seeding you with love and the greatest grace for what lies ahead every step of the way. And so it is, and it is so. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And one more breath in and release. Today we love, we cherish life, and we know that what lies ahead is always for the greatest good. And remembering this as a phase of grace, the great beginning for what lies ahead. And bringing the hands together, palms and fingertips aligning. And raising the hands so that the thumbs graze the third eye. May we all see with love and light through all prophecies. May we see the grace of what lies ahead, knowing that there is a greater way. And dropping the hands so that the fingertips graze the lips. May we all speak the words of truth gently and easily, and through the ways of love, cherish mankind and all of life, and know that the seeds of words are equally as impactful. Know that what you say and do leaves great legacy, just as you model it through your own life, through your own ways. Maybe they be light, may they be love, may they be cherished. And dropping the hands to the heart space, asking that the heart be pure and know its kindness and its love is abundant in all ways. And pivoting the hands so that the fingertips point down over the solar plexus, the base of the ribs, as we ask for clearing thoughts, clearing feelings, so that we may be shown the way of the teachers, what these have taught us, what they have shown us, and the greater legacy, the greater meaning of the past and the path. And as we move down to the base of the spine, the root, placing the hands over the base of the spine, pointing down. May we be grounded in earth as we write the story of New Earth. And placing the hands over the heart. May all beings be free of fear and harm. May we all be happy just the way we are. maybe all be at peace with whatever comes. And may we all rest gently in the softness of our own hearts. And breathing in and breathing out. Now leave quietly, allowing you to meditate on your own or do some journaling. Many blessings and thank you for joining today.